we can discuss it another time. So.
We ain't gonna discuss that one.
If we do any ordinance or change the ordinance, didn't we used to have to post them like in the newspaper or so many, like 90 days and things like that?
Yes, no, it's still the case. If you have a criminal
Penalty.
If you have a criminal penalty, you won't get a publication.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we haven't done an ordinance.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I knew you.
the last one we did at may have been the gaming. We had one that we had,
Yeah.
but for most,
Yeah.
it can be
I
effective.
was my memory, as
Oh, yeah.
we get older, gets sharper.
What's this we?
As
including me?
No, as we.
Oh,
This guy.
Jeff doesn't get any older.
Are you
Jeff's
the
like
youngest
fine
one?
wine.
Who's the youngest one? Bud?
Jim, he's the youngest.
The
Age,
youngest member here. Youngest person
probably
here.
Roger.
59.
59.
Roger's baby.
I just turned 68.
Congratulations.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yikes.
Yikes! Where's the baby?
51.
Yeah, Drew is a baby.
That was
I mean, I guess. I don't know, maybe.
Ask our wives, they probably say, yeah, they act like babies.
Well, that's true.
Turn our microphones on. The video's ready. Whenever we turn the mics on, we're ready to go.
On.
That would be you, old man, sir.
And we are live.
Yeah. Yep.
Can I sing now?
Please. I think that'd be awesome.
Left my damn drink. Damn. $30.
I'm ready. All right, let's call this meeting to order. Let's do our pledge.
Pledge allegiance
To the
to the
flag
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. Who'd like to say the prayer?
I'll do it.
All right, Jeff.
Lord, we thank you for this time together. We thank you for this leadership. We just ask that you take control, help us to take care of the business of the city that you've given us to govern. And we ask that we do it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Let's do roll call.
Bud Marandino, Ward 1.
Jim Wright, Ward 3.
Roger Manette, Ward 1.
Sherry Mitchell, Mayor.
Don Smith, 2.
Jeff Thibodeau, Ward 3.
All righty, any conflict of interest statements? Any citizens' comments?
None tonight, Mayor.
All righty. We're going to do the review approved consent items. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item up on the agenda for review, approval of consent items. Consideration, discussion, and approval or accepting the financial operations expense for the stand system. Can I have a motion?
Make that motion.
And a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
So this is just because of what a grant ran out, and now we're having to fund
Partial.
just a partial of it?
And it's something we use, right?
Basically our call-out system.
All the cities have.
Our portion is $869.66.
The city of Beaumont is how many? 23,000?
23,000, yeah.
Is it 20?
Ours,
21,000.
Saddle Lake, I think we're all about, that must be the minimum, the 8
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's just the percentage based on population.
Money well spent.
Agreed.
All right, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item up on the agenda is consideration, discussion, and approval for revising City Ordinance 266.
I'll make the motion.
And a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I would like to
suggest that we table these three, all three of them, B, C, and D, until Sabrina gets through with her code enforcement officer training. And also, just by reading them, they're pretty broad, and I don't know. Over the years, we've made a lot of unenforceable, what I called unenforceable ordinances, and I don't know that that these are specific enough to be able to enforce. I don't know if Drew's reviewed them or not. Have you reviewed them, Drew?
I have reviewed them, and remember, most of what I'm looking for is there a basis in state law for being able to do it? We do all these three. We do have that, and they all pass that. Plus, part of it is we have a in drafting an ordinance, we have a cart horse issue on, do we see a problem, pass an ordinance that addresses that problem, or do we see the potential and do as much as we can to anticipate them? And so these are broad, and also these came on the heels of the mayor and Sabrina attending the code enforcement classes. And so oftentimes, if I start from drafting one from whole cloth, they end up being like fairly large, fairly unwieldy, and unless they're addressing a specific problem, they're overwhelming in detail. And so for this one, I think it's fine to table them, but hopefully y'all have reviewed them and I can get some input from y'all on refining them so that we can save ourselves a step. And so this is a really useful time to discuss what problems do y'all specifically see. One example would be, what problems do y'all specifically see that you want to address? And I'll make sure that it's addressed. Because I will always, there was always going to be a need to firm up and be more specific about the language. But taking a step back and making it broader and simpler to apply is kind of what you do on this. But normally, this, it happens kind of in a committee with people, or it happens in a smaller group doing it. We have an efficient enough council. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, I would like some input on what the most prevalent problems that y'all actually have seen yourselves or heard from your constituents. I'll make sure those go in there, and I'll otherwise close any other sort of loopholes or inadvertent omissions for something that's applicable to Double Oaks.
Use 266 as an example, the dilapidated buildings. Even though Sabrina and I haven't taken the test yet for code enforcement, we still have Mike. We have a big issue with the abandoned homes, and by revising ordinance 266, Mike can still enforce these ordinances, whether it's 266, 269, or 199. He is on our payroll, and we can put him to work.
Yeah, one of the things I noticed about the updates was that it gave, I think it kind of honed in a little more on who would be the official enforcement.
Right.
And then it went from a court-appointed or before a court, which suggests that we need to hire a judge or something, and then it's changed now to city council.
Correct. As we did city council last year is the one who's going to officiate over any of these ordinance enforcement.
Yeah, so it seemed to be, I mean, I
Trying to
didn't,
narrow it down.
it did seem like it was a little more streamlined. However, there's still a lot to read and to compare. I'd like to see an A/B comparison, and that's what I have worked on, seeing the two, but it just takes a long time to read through that.
Part of your issue is also like you said, enforceability, but your timeline, 30 days to get it done, and then you may or may not give an extension. If you're talking about buildings, dilapidated structures, and things like that, it's not going to happen in 30 days, and it takes a whole lot longer.
But we're dealing with houses that have been abandoned 7 years.
But
Even so,
doesn't that
it's still
also
gonna
say you've got 90 days with the plan?
Only if it's approved after 30
So they
days.
have to come to
Well,
council.
yeah.
Yeah, so, and I know dealing with the city of
Well-
Beaumont, it's a whole lot different from that. And I know we're not the city of Beaumont, but their extensions and their timelines are all that.
Because they're home
Also,
ruled.
Drew, I guess what I heard you say, you're kind of reinforcing what Bud said. We let this digest, we've already got, these are just cleaning up the ordinances that are already in existence based on what we've learned from getting smart by going to ordinance school or whatever. That we need to provide a little more input on a specific basis, like maybe what Don's saying, like, you know, for me, one thing I didn't see on here is dead trees, you know, I thought, to me, that's a hazard to me. All these dead trees in people's yard, nobody cutting them down, especially if they could fall on my house.
yeah. Yeah, like my neighbor.
I mean,
I just had a tree fall on my fence from my neighbors.
You have a direct, line for that.
well, no, I
Direct
know,
your house,
I
it's
can
a
deal with that
different-
independently.
Yeah. But I know what you're saying, there's a lot of them that can fall on the street, that could hit a car. We have quite a few on Leaning Oaks that are arched over the road.
That are leaning.
The only thing holding them in is the root system for the trees that are around.
Well, there's two behind Don's house, he hit his house.
Those two big pine trees right there by the road, they're gonna wipe out
The arch,
power lines and everything else.
the archway on Riverbend,
So do you
I
guys
like
want
it.
to table these ordinances
Yes.
and we bring them up again, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, I think we ought to have a plan, if we're gonna table them, we need to.
We'll bring
Drew,
them back for
You're
next
asking
month.
for more detailed input, right? Because I just.
This,
looked at
yeah,
today.
and I thought it was useful to start, it's like, look, this is what we're looking at. What do you want in here? Because the alternative is, I do a survey, I'll look at about 8 similar ordinances from cities around Texas. How have they solved this problem? And that's typically what I'll do. And this was initially proposed as just like, and so all I validated was that it was state approved. So what I can do is, let's keep it lean. What are the conditions that need to be addressed that aren't addressed in this? And then it'll limit and refine my search for it. So these are all
Starting point.
fine. These are all fine, and the structure that we set up when we amended, I think it was the dilapidated building one last year, where we made it to where, because under state law, it's a little bit of a workaround on the municipal court where matters can be brought up in front of the city council. And these issues happen so rarely, we might as well take advantage of an active city council. And you can have a legally binding thing in it. Listen, organizing a judge, paying for them to have the annual judge, it's a hassle, and it slows us down. But if we can just knock it out, and have a city council and just have a bullet once a year, have, weed court, in front of the city council if we have to. But most of the time, I don't want to get too far afield, but this embraces some efficiencies.
There's some good stuff.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff.
But this is also a call to arms for everyone to input, and you will save. Otherwise, I'm doing I'll just make the world's best. But it's a lot of work, and it may not be stuff that y'all need or anything. And I don't mind doing the work, but look, let's target what's specific to Bevel Oaks, and I'll solve that problem.
So the go-do is for all of us to tear the bone out of these and provide feedback before the next council meeting.
Yes.
So we'll have something we can.
And then you see an ordinance that embraces all your suggestions, and okay, yeah. And maybe we adopt it, maybe we refine it, but yeah. But these are all these had the basic framework that are statutory permitted. So that was the limitation of my review.
I'm good with that.
There's just some words in here, like, just for
All right,
instance.
so we're gonna table these until next month. Any more discussion?
With an assignment to do something
To bring.
in the interim.
Bring something to the table prior to our next meeting. As long as they follow the Texas Government Code, which I think these do, but also give me input so we can give it to Drew, so he doesn't have to spend a whole lot of time and money redoing these ordinances.
I'm gonna make a suggestion that we all provide input back to Drew by
2 weeks?
the end of the month. What's the date?
Well, this
Today's-
is the end of the
This
month.
is the end of the month.
Yeah,
21st.
so like June the 15th, with this middle of the month?
Well, we're gonna have a
No,
meeting
it's too
next
far.
week.
Too
Need
far?
to be earlier than that.
Yeah, because
First
the
week of
agenda
June?
has to be out on the 13th.
I mean, it's a matter of me taking the time to sit down and start reading these, and set a couple hours aside my day and doing it. It's not like it's gonna take me 3 weeks to do it. It's a matter of
All right, so
just
by,
doing it.
let's say June the 5th.
And really, I just want y'all to highlight problems that y'all see.
That's
that
on
need to be
Friday.
addressed.
No, June the 5th.
Let's say everybody have their opinions sent over by June the 5th, so we can put these back on the agenda.
And we're sending them to Sabrina to send to Drew?
Well,
Accountability?
do Sabrina to me, to Drew, so I can also put some input into it. Because yes, I am the original author on all of these, so give me some input too.
And send to who again?
Me, Drew, and Sabrina.
You know, it, just like reading this one, just real quick. Grass, weeds, or vegetation exceeding 12 inches in height is a violation. Vegetation is a lot, you know, I mean, people got, I mean,
Plants and
why
birds
don't you
and
just say grass and
rats.
weeds? You know, why would you say
It's
vegetation?
because that's what the state law specifies. I mean, then it becomes, you know, like you're saying, what is vegetation?
Flowers.
Yeah, it could be
Gardens,
flowers,
I mean.
But
like-
bull thistles are flowers to some people.
but they could also make thistle stew or something. I mean, who knows?
I don't know, but anyway, I'm just saying, I mean, it's just,
Ah, well, hey, don't.
Whatever.
than
You-
that.
All right, all in favor of tabling these ordinances, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
did we make a motion to table it? Do we need to do that?
Well,
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'm
Well,
gonna make a
that's-
motion that,
okay.
well,
That's what
first,
we
we
kinda
made a
did.
motion in a second, and then we had a discussion. Now, could we make a motion now to table it?
We've already opened
Well,
it
I
and
thought,
closed
actually, I
it.
thought the first one was tabling.
Yeah, it was.
The
Well,
part
made
of
a
the
motion
discussion, no,
to
the first
discussion,
one was
and then
to-
I asked the discussion, why were we doing this? So,
If you move the table, you can move the table at any time, and that will
Yes.
override
Right, sure.
consideration of the other stuff.
So we'll move to table it and then get a second?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to table.
All right, all in favor of tabling these ordinances, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
All opposed? All right. These ordinances are now tabled. Next item on the agenda, consideration, discussion, and approval for filling an application with TWDB for financial assistance for the water supply and infrastructure. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second,
second.
any discussion?
These three items are part of grants.
That's
the
right.
Requirements that we
E,
have
F,
to
and
do to
G.
apply for grants.
You
Correct.
don't want to apply?
Then you can just. You'll be a one day vote.
So, who brought this to the agenda? Was it you?
Oh, I'm so
Ma'am?
sorry, I forgot that
Yeah.
part, that's my bad.
Who brought it to the agenda?
Sabrina brought it.
So
Because, I mean,
explain,
this is something we have to do.
explain.
This is a water infrastructure grant that we're applying for through TWDB. We're trying to finalize everything right now, but we have to do these three things in order to file them with our application. So we're looking at replacing the two water mains on Shipley and Riverbend. We're increasing the size of those to 6-inch. So that way we can also facilitate fire hydrants. We're looking at doing some isolation valves and installing auto flushes where our current regular flushes are.
So this is just a formality that we can
It
move
is.
forward
These
on.
three things.
Yeah.
When was the last time the lines were flushed?
They
They-
do
They
it
get flushed,
once
they
a month.
get flushed daily. They have a flush schedule.
That was scheduled.
All right, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item is consideration, discussion, and approval, application affidavit for the same grant as E.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Discussion. You want to explain that one real quick?
You asked
Same-
when was the
same
last
thing.
time the lines were flushed, Roger? All you have to do is look on Facebook. If it's, somebody says something about brown water, then they flushed
They're
the
flushing
line.
lines.
That doesn't happen on.
No, that's only DeVita, DeVita and Botros.
All right,
But that's one of the reasons why we're looking at auto flushes, is so
Yeah.
that we can, instead of somebody having to manually go out there and flush them, we'll put auto flushes in like we did on Carroll, so that way they can flush at night, and so it doesn't disturb anybody, whatever they're doing. And water going throughout the system constantly, rather than sometimes.
And does that eliminate us from having to open the fire hydrants for flushing?
Yeah.
In
It's also
some
At
cases.
least less, at least hopefully reduce that, yeah. That's the plan. And not have to do that real hard flushing, because what that does, it loosens the sediments in the lines, which is the minerals that settle out, and everybody gets freaked out, and I don't blame them, you know.
Right.
All right, any more discussion on the affidavit that we need to do? All right, if not, can I have a motion?
Motion.
We already
Second.
motioned.
All right, Dad.
You guys did it, I didn't. All right.
Make
All
a
in,
motion.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, next item on the agenda, consideration, discussion, and approval for application resolution certificate of secretary. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Once again, the reasoning?
We have to do this for
It's
the
just
grant.
It's a formality for the grant.
And that
Exactly.
secretary will be who?
Let's see, it'd probably be, well, we haven't really decided.
Okay.
Sabrina, do we need to make the decision on who the secretary is gonna be?
Well, I don't know
I
if
mean, normally
this,
I sign.
I don't know, we look at this and see if it needs to be him or me.
Because, I mean, he is the secretary. I'm gonna say it's Jeff, because if it's being notarized, being signed by the secretary,
Well, it says,
Almost all grants have this.
So grants are a little bit different than like this formality. I think usually with the secretary stuff, it's people that file paperwork, but I could be wrong. That's why I'm.
Well, this thing kind of indicates
This
to me the
isn't-
Secretary
this
of
isn't
Bevel
have-
Oaks, which
Oh,
is, yeah.
could be.
It says I, the undersigned, secretary, and whoever signed.
Thought you had to go to Bob.
Yeah, but
actually, it's
Let me make this
Richard
list.
Beadle.
17.
unless you go get, go around stuff, skip it.
I'm sorry, it's 17.
Yeah, because it says secretary of,
Yeah, but I was looking.
In June,
that would be city of Bell Oaks in that first line, right?
that's what I would
Yeah.
think, yeah.
So,
No, it's the secretary. This would be Jeff. Like, we don't have to choose that. This is,
Right, I mean,
it's
that's his
just Jeff.
right, that's his
Jeff is just
position.
is recognizing that it occurred at a board meeting.
Like
All
a
right.
testament?
And if we default on the loan,
Jeff is responsible.
I'm going to Arkansas.
They come across
Find
state
me in the
lines.
hills, I know
All
where to
right,
hide.
all in favor?
aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. All right, now we're at the report section. Who'd like to go first with the reports?
I'll go first.
Yeah, let him go, you gotta go.
Just, we're, making good water and fixing stuff. And, one quick thing, the Wesley, the new maintenance guy we hired is outstanding.
Yes,
He
sir.
is saving us, and will save us on the long run. Not only will he save us, he's gonna make us some money, so, kudos for whoever hired him.
Good job, Jeff.
That's all I got.
Okay, and again, Wesley and I we went and filled some potholes, called DD6 about the tree over there on Riverbend, and they're gonna get that out of the ditch. It's not hampering the water flow or anything like that. It's not a tree, it's a limb that fell in the ditch, but anyway, not bad. Right now, we don't have any kind of plan, but I plan to talk to Brandon about maybe repairing where you turn off of Sweet Gum onto Shipley. Actually, it's on Capitol, and then that's a heavily traveled little half a block little spot right there, and that's where we went and passed some potholes the other day and on the side of the road, and that road's really getting some wear and tear. And see what they can do. Maybe to better fix it than we do with the gravel and the tar. Maybe we could afford to put some kind of blacktop on top of it or something better than what we're doing now. I mean, the county does patches out there on some of the roads. I've seen them patch some on Ditchman and stuff like that with blacktop, so they have the capability of patching it. So, you know, it's just a little short stretch, probably costs a lot of money, so I don't know how much it'll cost, but, you know, that might be a more permanent solution than throwing some gravel down or something. You know, so we're gonna look at that. That's about the only trouble area there, and when you turn to the right on Rolling Hills off of Shipley, it's really worn there too. I mean, it's just potholes. It's just solid potholes for a ways there by that stop sign. So probably look at that spot too. So, and if anybody else has any spots that they know of that are, you know, or need to get fixed, if they'll let me know, and then when I get with Brandon when things slow down and then they don't, you know, they're not busy, maybe we can, because we didn't spend any money this year. We spent 20-something thousand last year doing Thousand Oaks and Chimney Rock in the end of the boulevard. So it'll cost more this year because we don't have any rock left other than over there at the park. So we'll have to buy that material. So whatever we do, we'll have to buy all the material. So if we can get something done. So, you know, I've heard some discussions about some ditches getting dug out, and we have a couple of work orders in with the county right now. One is for here, this ditch not draining underneath the concrete out here, which can turn out to be horrible if they can't blow it out because they're going to bust the concrete out. So hopefully they can blow that out. It's just plugged up, and they blow it out, and it starts flowing because it's backing up all the way to the corner over there when we get the downpour. And it almost gets in that guy's garage. So when I started with the roads and the drainage, my thing is water getting in people's houses, you know, then we need drainage fixed. The second one is water going over the roads, then we need to address those, and then water spots in people's yards when it rains and it's a little wet out there in their ditch. And, I mean, you know, we got 22 miles of ditches out here, I believe, and I think I figured it up one time. It took them 17 years to dig them out with the amount of time that we have that we get from the county to dig out, you know, that many miles of ditches, you know. So all the ditches out here are not going to get dug out. So we have to, you know, we look at the ones that, you know, as they come. But we don't have a lot of work orders in right now, but we're waiting right now on some. So other than that, and then DD6 has been out here riding around, you know, since we've had this rain event that's supposed to last for a week, and they're out there. I saw them riding around and stopped them today and talked to them, but they're riding around doing stuff. They're spraying all these ditches now, you know, that they have access to. They're keeping these ditches up good as far as I can see. I mean, we're blessed, I mean, to have what we got out here. So the sheriff's department's coming out. I mean, we've had extra patrols out here. I mean, I think that it was said that we're not going to be able to hire a Jefferson County police officer to come out and actually do work for us as a police officer, writing tickets and, you know, stuff like that. So that got shot down. So we tried that before and it got shot down. So it got shot down again. So all we can ask for is extra patrols and citizens to call the sheriff's department. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So, you know, as the citizens call more and more, they will focus on those areas. So about all I got. Done.
Roger, you got anything?
No.
No.
I did have some, but Bud kind of covered some of it already with the law enforcement.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know who that is.
Go ahead, Don.
Go ahead, El Senor.
No, back to what you talked about last month, the four-wheelers and all that. People are starting to complain a little bit about, especially the one kid who rides on it standing up, and everybody's seen him. I don't know if he doesn't usually go down by where you live, Bud, but he's, as one of my neighbors said, he's terrorizing the neighborhood. Well, he's not terrorizing, but, you know, they'll do it 8 and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, too. So, but other than that, I mean, I don't know what you can do as far as the sheriff, extra patrols. You know, it's just, It's just an issue.
Four-wheelers and stuff, or side-by-sides and golf carts are catch-22 thing, you know, I mean, a lot of the people that complain about them have them.
Yeah.
And so if you want to ban them.
No, I'm not.
Nobody, I mean, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about if, I got a complaint from a citizen about a kid riding a four-wheeler up into the playground thing, up into the thing, okay? And there was kids out there playing.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, holler at him, tell him to get, I mean,
I have a
shut it
golf
down,
cart.
it's a
You
kid.
guys, we all have
you
golf
know?
cart. It's just,
Use your parents'
I'm
voice.
just letting you guys know that
Yeah,
people are saying, a couple of bad apples or,
Yeah.
and I don't know the solution, but, I'm just letting council know
And-
that.
The biggest ones that I've got, it hasn't been kids here lately, it's been adults that are really hauling and doing well over the speed limit, but it's the actual really young, seeing 8 to 10-year-olds on these things, and they shouldn't even be riding on the road to start with.
Right,
So,
to
but that's
curtail
the
it,
parents.
if we're going to enforce anything, it's gonna be the minimum age. And that allows the rightful people of age, those that are licensed, to continue to enjoy that privilege.
Well, it's Jefferson County's told me that any of us that have side-by-sides, or four-wheelers, riding them up down the road, technically, they can write us all-out tickets unless you have a driver's license and it has a license plate on it. Otherwise, they can technically,
You open up a can of worms.
yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Try
we
to
don't
enforce
wanna-
that AIDS thing.
yeah, we don't want to be the HOA thing.
Every
It's
one of
just-
them,
It's just a.
Stress to the parents and the adults that are.
every one of those
ruining it
tires
for
on
everybody.
these things say for off-road use only. Every
Oh,
one
yeah,
of them.
no,
I've
that's
gotten
crazy.
tickets for that. I mean, you get a ticket for anything.
And that
But-
includes the right of way too. That doesn't mean just the road.
Yeah. I mean, I
Now,
just got one that cut through the corner of my yard coming up out of the ditch. So I'm
One-
gonna get that problem resolved, put another post in.
One thing to point out is that the school's fixing to be out. So all of us drive down Sweet Gum, me included, and I'm telling you, sometimes you don't see these people, and there's gonna be more now.
Oh, and you gotta watch out for the peacocks now.
Peacock,
Yes, they've been getting out regularly, so watch out for
There's
them.
peacocks that are on Old Sour Lake Road too. I see them when I come in.
Well, there's gonna be more kids
All
on
right, Jeff,
Sweet
go ahead,
Gum.
please.
So, we had our third, or maybe it was, so our third meeting for the USA 250 celebration last night. We've got a great team, and we will have a budget for the council to approve. I will say that there's no way in the world we're going to bust the proposed budget that we had, that the council has already approved. I would like some latitude to go ahead and start ordering some banners and some flags so that we can get that in before the next council meeting. Would there be any flack in that?
Well, spend money has to be approved. I mean, it's not an emergency, so you have to, the government spending code is fairly, you have to get an estimate.
What's the cost?
I was thinking about maybe $500. Not to exceed.
I don't know, what do the rules say?
That all expenses have to be brought to city council. That's what Drew just said too.
Well, I mean, it's not on the agenda and it's not something to vote on, so I mean, what do we do? Do we just say,
Save up all the invoices and present it at the next meeting.
But then, wouldn't he be taking a risk of council saying no? I mean, I wouldn't want him to spend money without council saying yes. That's risky.
That's a policy decision that's in
Well,
y'all's hands.
yeah.
I'm just telling you what the government code says.
I do have something.
Council people cannot individually be given authority just to spend money. It has to be approved.
Okay.
Go ahead. I mean, I'm not trying to bust in
We have 2
anything.
months.
I forgot something.
Well, we have one council meeting between now and July 4th. I had, my anticipation was that this was part of an approved budget from the last budget meeting, and if you don't exceed it, then, but clearly I'm wrong on that. We'll do what we gotta do. The lights, the street lights, why are there still so many street lights out?
Because our street light guy that was assigned to that is no longer on council.
We've got a list of street lights that has been turned into the office, and they have called Entergy, and doesn't seem like there's anything moving on this.
Our rep is out. I mean,
Pretty
I
much.
do have the guys, I do have Mario's cell phone number. They're out here right now for 3 weeks.
They're cutting trees.
And I got a hold of Mario, the tree cutter guy that's over the group, and got him to cut down this big old dead 70-foot. He had a 70-foot truck, and it was taller than that. It was about 90. And I got him to cut that pine tree down in Garrett's yard.
That's
And,
how that happened.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I told him, I said, what do we do? And he said, well, we can do it right now. If you
Heck
can get
yeah.
it signed. I said, well,
Can you
come
get
on.
the two? Can you
Huh?
get the two by my house? My neighbor.
Good job,
I
boy.
can, as long as it's in a power line right away.
Well, there's one in
The
front.
ones in Don's yard is.
Next to me, there's one in front of their house too.
If it's a line going from the pole to the house, they don't do that.
But this is a
gotta
through,
be a
through line.
power.
So specifically, the light at the gate at the sewer plant, with that light at the gate being out, the cameras that Verkada has are negligible with effectiveness. And this has been on and on and on and on. So I don't know who else to call. There's a guy named Blackburn, right?
Yeah, that's our rep. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So we may just have to fail and, or step back and punt and call Crenshaw, because he seems to be getting stuff done.
Or find out who Blackburn or whatever it is, who, he's got involved.
He reports to somebody.
So who has lights? Is it something that I can just take up, or does it, somebody already has that, or what?
I don't have lights.
List here. Thought it was Lonnie.
I thought it was Lonnie. It was Watson before.
It was Gary before,
It was
yeah.
He left a bunch of them
He
dead.
said lights are lighting, except the ones that aren't.
Street lights. Stephanie, Jeff Thibodeau,
Well, I was gonna talk about
and me.
Okay,
So you
well, who
already
took
have it.
Stephanie's place?
Whatever.
that. And that's thanks to
Technically,
you. Give us a minute.
but we haven't really.
Hey, can I say
applied
something before he
anything.
leaves?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm leaving.
We looked at a van, okay? It's $8,000. We're looking at something, we've already have approved the money. We approved the money for the golf cart, and we have like $17,000 left over. And then this van we looked at is $8,000. And if we want to get it, I need to tell a guy tomorrow if we're going to get it or not. Wesley test drove it. I took him over there. He drove it, and we looked it all over. And I mean, it's decent. It's got new tires on it. You can put all this stuff in it, pull it in the shed. So, is that something y'all want to enter? I just wanted. I don't really have to ask for that. Just according to her, we could just buy it
It's already approved, but
because it's already approved. But I just wanted to let everybody know that we're looking for a vehicle. And if like you might have somebody, man, I know a guy's got one for $2,000 that he's selling. I mean, I'm just asking. I've been looking. I've had people looking.
What is it?
Nothing.
Just one brief comment. and I'm
I heard the
out the
van.
door.
What kind of van?
Wesley said he would rather have a
a
pickup.
truck.
That's right. So at the end of the day, Wesley said he'd rather have a pickup. After he drove it, and man,
Then
yeah,
Keep,
Well-
keep looking.
In his defense, and you know this as well because you work out of a pickup truck, it's so much easier to work out of a pickup truck, especially when you're getting stuff in and out of it. With a van, you have to go out the side door or whatever. That's why I know.
well,
pickup
we were
truck-
just talking about like you could
Yeah, I
put
got
all the battery operated tools in
Yeah.
the back of that truck and plug it in at night.
Right.
Pull it in there and plug it in at night, and everything's charged. I mean, it's all that stuff's loaded up. I mean,
What kind of van is it?
It's a GMC 2016 GMC. She's got pictures of it.
Like a Savannah?
A Savannah.
Yeah.
And it's got windows.
It's a kidnapper.
It's
Okay.
it don't have no rust.
Candy written on the side?
It's
Not yet, but-
Two seats in the
Magic
center?
two seats
Just two
in the
seats?
front, nothing in the back. It's hauled out.
Yeah.
Side doors and rear doors.
Yeah.
Visibility is good because it's got
100%.
windows.
Yeah, 100%. These are golden to work out of.
Well, I
Matter
mean,
of fact, I'm about to buy one.
you put a sheet of plywood in it, I mean, it's big enough to
It
do
keeps
whatever
such
you want.
things out of the weather.
Yep, and
Yes.
if you need a ladder rack, easy to put one on the top.
And, you know, just because one person might have a particular way they like,
I like it.
not necessarily we're gonna have that same person forever, so.
That's right.
You know what motor it
Wesley
is?
has
Great,
to
it's
work
a
for the
6
city
out.
forever.
Okay.
Forever,
It's in his
he's
contract.
doing a
Which is
good
a
job.
bulletproof
He
motor.
has-
I mean,
He can
he's
never
only
leave.
gonna be going 10 miles, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, or 5 miles.
I like the van
So
idea.
a 6.0 is probably a 3/4 ton.
It's a
It is,
3/4,
Yeah.
and it's got brand new tires on
Heck
it.
yeah.
I mean, it's $8,000.
I
Well, it
like,
was 8,500, and the guy, I
See if
asked
he'll
him, I
take
said, so
5.
what's the bottom dollar?
See if he'll take 5.
see if we take 5 and then we meet in the middle.
Well, he will if it's cash. I mean, I
That's
could have got it for 7 cash, but, you know, he's not, you know, this is gonna be a check from the city and all that, you know, so it's.
And one other little thing, so
Uh-huh.
I asked the mayor, so she said it's up to you guys. I think we ought to get, Jeff likes it too, a shirt, City of Double Oaks with 250 on it. So
I don't want one.
she didn't want one, but
I won't wear it.
But-
I wear
The
this once
buttons
month.
or a whole new shirt?
I gotta go home and change
He wants
shirts
to do a
now.
whole new
I don't need
shirt.
to change
I'm saying
For one
yes.
time?
For one time.
I like buttons better.
Yeah, but it'd be a
it's
memento.
A Mento?
Memento.
I don't even have a shirt.
Well,
Because you're not special yet. In November, you'll have a shirt.
Yeah, we haven't finished the initiation yet.
Yeah.
you got a 90-day probation period.
Yeah,
Probation,
double
yeah.
secret.
90
Oh,
We're
days.
gonna see how much you can chug and.
But anyway, I tell you
Wrestle
what,
with pig.
we'll kick this around tomorrow about that van, and if, so they're gonna be closed Monday, so, we would have to try to get Janet to print a check. I mean, for us to get it, I don't know.
I like the idea. I like the van idea versus a truck because you can store a lot of stuff in.
And it's locked up. And it'll be double locked. And he
Well,
can
it'll be-
lock it while he's out there on the road, and nobody can drive by and reach in the back and grab a pump.
And now it's
out the
gonna be
back.
parked inside, right?
Huh?
It'll be parked inside at night,
At night.
so.
If he's out in the field doing something and a rainstorm hits, you're not having to rush to put the tools in. So I work out of both. I've got the van and I've got the truck, and there's certain times that van just, it's head
Well,
and
he's got a
shoulders.
golf cart for good weather,
Yeah,
okay? That's easy to work out
Yeah.
of, right? So this is a bad weather vehicle,
yeah.
Okay.
And run to the store.
And
type
go to
vehicle.
Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? So that's all.
I'd back you 100% on that, bro. You don't
Aye.
need my back.
Yeah, that's true. If you load your pickup with tools, you can't go to the store.
You leave your tools in the back of the truck, and then somebody steals the
Then they're
tools
gone.
out the back of the truck.
Yeah.
At Ritter, while you're in Ritter. I mean, I just, you know. there's
I
just
like
so many
it.
things.
Any more reports before we adjourn our meeting?
Let's do it.
All right, can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
43 minutes.